Hello Leo, welcome back. Today we're doing a reading for March 7th until March 13th, 2021. We will take a look into your recent past, the energy around you presently, and what's coming up for all of you. This will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs in Leo, should you cross-watch. And as always, this is a general reading, and it might not resonate for everyone, which is absolutely fine. Take the things that are for you and leave everything else behind to get into your higher vibes. And if you have not done so already, please do subscribe to the channel so that you can be here with me every single week. It would mean so much. Thank you to those of you who have liked, shared, and subscribed so far. Very thankful. If today's reading resonates for you, please do leave me a thumbs up and any comments or questions you might have down below. I love to connect with all of you. Let's see what's going on for Leo today. Okay, Leo, in true form, the overall energy for you this reading is the Knight of Wands. Maybe feeling a little bit hasty right now, maybe really feeling just needing to push your energy out into the world. Yeah, I'd say you're dealing with some emotions right now, so that may be part of it. Not necessarily negative emotions, but some emotional things coming up for you. In the recent past, we have the Four of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. So Leo, I think you've been taking probably a little bit of a time out on dating, a little time out on romance, just like doing your own thing, not allowing any of that to come in and invade your space, invade your mentality. But that is about to change. Somebody is going to be coming in here to offer you their little cup of love, offer you their feelings, present you with some emotional ties that they are looking to create. I don't feel like it's going to be, an intense, hey, high pressure situation. Someone's just going to like let you know that they've had their eye on you and that they have interest in getting to know you more. May kickstart your thinking about if you'd like to continue your little romantic hibernation time or if you're feeling a little bit more prepared to meander out into the world. If you are someone who is in a relationship, it may be that your partner wants to talk to you about something. I don't think it's negative. I think they're going to be coming forward just to like address something within the relationship, re-solidify something within the relationship. So know that if you're not a single person right now, that this energy may be getting picked up for you too. In the present energy, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Three of Swords. We'll do some clarifying on this, Leo. Don't shoot the messenger here. To me, this feels like perhaps you have been going after an opportunity at work, maybe looking at a promotion, looking to ask for a pay raise, just something like that. Not necessarily a whole new job, though. It might be that you've recently applied for a new job, but I think it's more an advancement. And yeah, I gather that you feel it's kind of a shoe-in, like, yeah, of course, logically, I'll get that promotion, or of course, I'll get that raise, whatever that looks like for you. And I think you're going to be surprised to find yourself being rejected in this opportunity. Because I really do think that you're going into it really feeling confident that this is like yours for the taking, yours for the having. And I don't think you're going to get the outcome exactly that you're looking for. Again, we'll do some clarifying here. That's my initial impression of the energy around the cards in the present for you. It's interesting though, there's like opportunities coming forward for you right now in love, in work, even if they aren't necessarily panning out, just being in that vibrational state that opportunity is coming towards you. Know that you can work that magnetism in your favor. Getting into the future energies, we have the Justice card, the Five of Cups, and the High Priestess. So after this feeling, after going through this feeling of like not getting what you wanted, not getting the outcome that you wanted in the present, I think you're going to move forward trying to understand why that happened. Trying to understand so that the next time you're in a position that you are looking for that pay raise, looking for that promotion, looking for that new job, you have a fundamental understanding of how you can be better equipped to get the outcome that you're looking for on it. That you can go back and review sort of what was my approach like? What was I doing leading up to this? What did I need to do differently? Like analytically looking at your past and also like checking back in with yourself. Because maybe you thought that you were acting in a certain way or behaving in a certain way or meeting certain outcomes and you weren't really. So getting into this phase of self-reflection so that you can be better able to present yourself when an opportunity comes up again after feeling like you just didn't quite get what you wanted out of this one. So I know we've got two kind of very different themes going on here for you. I think the love is just kind of like a little surprise footnote. Really, the bulk of the energy in this reading relates to the disappointment that you're probably going to be facing as things don't come out the way that you want them to, and then how you respond to that. And I think that that's really important. How we respond to things is just such an important part of growth. So let's do some clarifying, see what we can figure out, how these things might tie together, and yeah, get you in a better position to move forward, especially when it comes to work and accepting rejection, handling rejection. Let's take a look, first of all, at the Knight of Wands, this overall energy for you. The Sun, the Seven of Emotions, and the Queen of Emotions. Yeah, I think like, you know, right now you're operating from this place of like, here's the happiness that I want, here's the life that I want, I'm going to behave as if I already have it, which, you know, tried and true manifestation techniques, speak as if you already have it. But I get that you're like seeing how many things you can kind of dip your toes into with that mentality to see what works out for you here. I do think that you are starting to think about how what you do might impact somebody else. Like, remember, we've been in this bit of hibernation when it comes to love. And so energies can also be reversed here. Maybe you are the one that's going to be going forward and presenting your feelings to somebody in the future after this kind of like period of just not doing love for a little while. And that's been part of this like fire fueling in you to try and reach for more and do for more. You know what I mean. Like that you're going to start to like come at everything with lots of confidence and exuberance because that's like the energy you're trying to show to that other person. We'll take a look. We'll look in this recent past here at the Page of Cups. Okay. Yeah, Death card came flying out here. The Moon. And the Seven of Inspiration. Yeah, so I think this is going to be a surprise for you when this person comes forward and presents you with their feelings. Because again, like the energy for me is not that it is you who's going to be like, hey, I really like you or whatever. I think there's going to be some fear here about how this will alter the relationship that exists between you and this person. So this may be somebody who is a close friend. This may be somebody that you work with. But just like if we act on these feelings, if we move forward on this, even presenting the feelings could ultimately just shift and alter the relationship for better or for worse. And I think that that's a bit of a fear for you, or it's going to be a fear that surfaces for you here. And as a result, you may be more prone to kind of hold this person at arm's length for a little bit, distance yourself a little bit from them if you're not interested in moving forward on the romance. Free will, you always have it. So whether or not you act on the feelings that this person presents, I think you're going to be very conscious of what it will mean moving forward with this other person. And if they are a friend you really value, or a coworker that you have to continue to see all the time, I think you're going to find that you have a difficult time like imagining yourself going into any kind of romantic partnership with them, for fear that something bad will happen, you'll lose the friendship, work will become hard to manage, things like that. Now, let's get into the present energy and look at this Tower card. Yeah, 4 of emotions, 9 of materials, and the 7 of voices. You really thought that you had this in the bag. You really did. And so much so that like maybe there were other similar opportunities around you. Nope, not giving them any attention, not paying them any mind. I know that that one's for me. That's going to be my ticket to the next level. And you were just maybe not being totally honest with yourself about it. Now, you in your heart of hearts could have fully thought that that was your opportunity for the taking because you're not, remember this like Knight of Wands energy, okay? The Knight of Wands goes charging in, he rushes in, sometimes maybe too hastily, not really thinking about everything, not really analyzing all the implications. And I think that that's the case here. You didn't really think through your qualifications versus the job, what you might need to earn that promotion, whatever that looks like. And so you were like, yeah, absolutely, it's going to be mine, nobody else. And instead, I think if you had really looked at that, really paid attention to everything, that you may have recognized that it wasn't your opportunity for the taking, and what's for you will be for you no matter what. That's how universe works. We'll look at this 3 of Swords too for you here. Whoa. Yeah, the Fool came flying out here. The Chariot and the Ace of Materials. I actually love this, Leo, this combination, the Fool, the Chariot, the Ace of Materials. This is taking a leap of faith. This is taking action towards the opportunity that you want. This, to me, Leo, is you learning from your mistake. So maybe that last opportunity, you really thought that was the right one. You thought that was going to be yours, going to be your success for the taking, but it wasn't. However, in not getting it and having it not work out, it's lighting a fire under you in a different way. It's giving you the space to really consider what you want to invest in, where the action is you want to take, and ultimately, what is the opportunity that I most want to get? Where do I really want to see myself go, and how do I take the action towards it? So you're going to use that disappointment as a tool to help you get what you want. And I think that that is super powerful and beautiful energy, honestly, Leo. And obviously, you know, that is reflected getting into this future energy, Justice, 5 of Cups, High Priestess. We talked about earlier, that was using that disappointment to figure out what you did wrong, how you could have done it better. Let's look at this 5 of Cups here. Knight of Voices, the Lovers, and the Knight of Materials. Yeah, okay, so the Lovers in this instance is in reference to choice, okay? So taking a look back on the past, how maybe you dealt with things then in these similar circumstances, we're putting you in a position where you're going to start to think more critically about times when you act really quickly, really hastily, and times that you act with diligence, with planning, and are willing to move forward slowly. I also think this is going to be a time when you are kind of like looking back and really considering who you were aligned with when the best things happened in your life. And that way, you know what types of people you work really well with, or if these people are still around you, that you have working relationships with them that can really help you move forward. Let's look at this High Priestess too. Six of Materials, 5 of Materials, and the Magician. So again, this is you getting really clear with yourself about this opportunity, whatever this is for you. What is it that I really, really want to get out of this job, out of life, out of my career, whatever that is? And what do I have to put my energy into to be able to achieve it, to be able to reach it, to be able to walk through that threshold. I think you are starting to recognize the power of what you can achieve when you slow down. I think that that is kind of a bit of a theme that we're dealing with here, this kind of hastiness, this taking for granted that, you know, things can work because we're the first person that gets to them or whatever that is. And instead taking full inventory of the skills that you have, the things that you bring, and how they can help you, where you can invest them to really get what you want, really get the outcome you're looking for. Take one last message from Spirit here. Eight of Cups, the Devil, and the King of Wands. Alternately to all of these things, Leo, learning from our mistakes, very important for how we move forward in the future, as is knowing when to walk away. Recognizing when we're in a position that is not going to allow us the growth that we're looking for, and giving ourselves permission to walk away from those things if they aren't aligned with our highest self, if they aren't aligned with our prosperity path. Recognize when you're keeping yourself in a position that is making you unhappy, that feels unhealthy, just in hopes that it will get better or in hopes that it is going to bring more for you. So, you know, give yourself permission to know when to walk away when things just don't feel right. I hope this is helpful to you, Leo. If it was, please subscribe and we'll see you next week.